Okay, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Buenos días, buenas tardes y buenas noches. No sabemos desde dónde nos están escuchando y quiénes nos están escuchando y viendo. Um, Today is the first time that we're going to do one of these talks or one of these encounters in English, because I think there is a whole world waiting for all these things to come to them and understand that other people are doing a lot of work, and English is the international language, so we can communicate with much more people, many more people, and sort of show you and share with you what Guto Ajayu is doing. Today is a pleasure to say that he is in our gallery, and we're going to talk about his work. And this is one of his latest works. He's just been in New York, and let us know a little bit more about yourself.
Thank you very much. Well, I'm very happy to be here one more time because we did the first one in Spanish. Now, as you said, the first one in English. And I'm so happy that we have a broader audience. And my name is Augusto Mendoza, more known in the artistic world like Guto Ajayu. I'm a Bolivian-born artist, now naturalized Spanish too. I live between Madrid and Paris. And I'm basically lucky enough that I've been doing art since I was born, and professionally it's gonna be 6 years that I'm showing my work in art galleries and museums all around the world.
Good. So we're going to start with the watermark of oblivion. What does that mean? What's the watermark?
Well, a watermark is like a stamp, right? It's something that you cannot see it at the first glance, but it's there and it's never gonna go away, basically. So the watermark of oblivion, it would be this print, that genetic and print that is marking all of us through our ancestry and our past, either through our about the customs of society, either about the traditions, either about the culture, the heritage, that even that we want to forget it. That's why the oblivion, because many contemporary people has forgotten their identities, local identities. We still can see them. We still can see them at the second glance, either in our faces, in our way of being, way of talking, and that's something that we can never escape from, ever, ever, ever.
What is the poetic meaning in your work? Because when I read these titles, they are like poems. La eternidad interior, te amo hasta que no lo haga. Es un poema. What is a poem? So what does that mean? What is the poetic meaning in your work when you put all these colors together and you are, this is a language. So what are you trying to say?
I mean, in each of my pieces, I use a lot of symbolism, a lot of history, put it together, a lot of, sometimes a lot of characters that comes from some antique legend. And I combine it with the deepest concept and meaning possible, right? So in this case, titles like "I love you till I don't" speaks about antagonisms, about battle, about things that happen in all the cultures since the beginning, and still are with us, still are the watermark of oblivion. A fight between relationship between people, fight between people. How we have these internal wars, sentimental wars inside of us, right? And with others. So that's why I try to treat my art with a deep investigation about feelings.
Does your paintings represent a continent? I mean, you're Bolivian and it is Latin America. And what is Latin America for you? Where is it Latin America? Because some people sort of think that it's just one little part, or is it broader? Is it larger? Is the United States of America, becoming a Latin American part of the continent?
Well, look, personally speaking, my work has started very local, very localist with Bolivian antique cultures, and little by little it's starting to get broader with Latin America, and now in the most contemporary new stages that I'm getting in, it's starting to be more global, because I realize that we all share, doesn't matter where you are in the world, we all share the same philosophies at the beginning of our civilization, the same paradigmas, and the same context of thinking, right? So you could say that till now has been representing a continent, the antique Americas, the pre-Columbine times. But now I can tell you that in the new series I'm working now, the investigations, I'm starting to be more global, right? I'm getting more abstract, not abstract in the technique, more abstract and more wider in the concept. Probably leaving a little bit more the localism, I'm getting more into what I was telling you, the feelings, right?
Yeah, yeah. We have a few, El Dominio del Mago 2. So what can you explain a little bit of your technique here?
Yeah, sure. I mean, this piece represents actually the wizard of the tribes, the wizard of the tribes, that it is basically it's been the leader in the antique tribes, right? Because you have the warriors, of course, but the warriors dies sooner or later in fight. But the master that always stays is gonna be the wizard, the one that has the supposed connection with God, with the nature, right? So in this case, speaking of the technique, I use collage, I use acrylic, enamel, marker. I use everything that is in my power for creating these kind of pieces, which are very intuitive. I don't make sketches, and I just let it be, right? Whatever
Okay.
is the end is gonna be a surprise for me too.
That's brilliant. Now, I'm always very curious about migration, because I am a Colombian living in the UK, and I feel that moving around, you carry with you your own personal culture. So, when did you decide to leave Bolivia, and what is Bolivia with you? Did you leave it, or do you carry it with you?
Well, look, of course I carry it in my heart, in my soul, all the time. You know, it's my origins and my heritage. Physically, I left Bolivia 6 years ago, you know, to making a career outside, you know, for opening my horizons. But it's true that the Bolivian part is never gonna die. It gets stronger, actually. More years you are abroad, you are more either Colombian, Bolivian, right? You miss more, and you represent with more pride your past. So I guess gonna be always with us. Also, I'm very happy that I migrate too, for knowing other things in the planet. The planet can be very small and can be very big. In distances now it's small in time distance, but in cultures it's so big that I'm so happy I'm doing life abroad, you know, and learning all the time. And actually, as I told you before, changing little by little my concept of what I do.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. What is next? How do you see yourself in the future? I mean, you are already working in a new project. So, what is the surprise you're going to give us? I mean, I know it's difficult to say exactly what is going to be the outcome of it, but you are working in a process.
Well, I can assure you that now I'm as I told you, I'm starting to work more in feelings and philosophical ideas, philosophical concepts. So probably my art is gonna evolve into things that people from any place can relate, either Asian American, South American, people from the UK, Europe, Africa, etc. Right? Things that can relate to more people, not because of any commercial sense, that because I think it's the natural evolution in my work, that I'm trying to get deeper, that better, right? I try to get deeper, and that leads me to more philosophical investigation. It's just
Yeah, well,
inevitable.
it's like a personal searching, you know.
Totally.
I feel that that's what it is. When you start looking into feelings and linking that with the reason of philosophical thinking, is your own search for your own self. So
Totally.
that's brilliant, and it will be very interesting to see that process. Can you tell us where you actually talking from? Because you are doing something very, very interesting there.
Yes, yes. Also, I have a little facet in my life that is, I'm also a art dealer and art gallerist. I mean, I really enjoy it, showing the work of other artists. So now, with the gallery Capital Culture House, based in Spain, we are now in Paris, France, and we have a stand in a great art fair called Art Shopping in the Carrousel de Louvre, which is like in the museum of Louvre, just next to it. And we're gonna have an art fair this Friday, 20th of October, 21st and 22nd. So we're very happy about it. Any person that is in Paris by this weekend is more than welcome to join us in the fair.
Well, let's hope that this will reach people, and sort of people will say, "Oh, I saw you in an interview and I saw your exhibition in the gallery, the virtual gallery of Pensat." Well, this is it. Thank you very much, and we love to have you here. Thank you for being with us, and I hope to see you very, very soon with another exhibition, hopefully next year.
Thank you very much. I'm sure we're gonna have more opportunities. I hope that I'm gonna be soon in the UK, and thank you for this opportunity and this time.
Well, I hope to see you. I have to tell you that I'm not in London, but coming up north in the northeast of England, that will be
Fantastic.
brilliant because you will love it, I'm sure. So I'll be
I'm
very
sure I
happy to
will.
see you. Yes. So thank you very much. And for everybody that is actually watching this, have a very nice day. And I hope you enjoy this colorful exhibition and very meaningful exhibition with Pensat. Thank you,
Thank
and
you.
bye. I'll see you next time.
Take care, Constanza. All right.
Thank you.